I'm doing a grocery haul today. We just got out the gym, just finished cardio. We're shopping right now with. So there's like a list of what we're gonna get, but right now looks like we're getting. What are these?
Sweet potatoes.
That's the first entry. So for veggies, I like getting asparagus, and then we're also gonna get some zucchini.
Zucchini noodles.
You gang?
Broccoli slaw. Shout out to Casey. She put me on. I recommend this ranch. Both those farms, yogurt. So it's only 45 calories a serving. 3 fat versus like 16 in normal ranch. 1 protein, 3 carb. Beautiful.
Protein section. What we're really interested in though is chicken titties, chicken breasts. I mean,
Get that out of there.
In your eyes.
This is my favorite.
why is that your
I
favorite?
guess it's Crazy Richards now. It used to be called Crema. But
This is what I usually get, guys. Right here, natural Jif creamy. For one serving is 2 tablespoons, 16 grams of fat, 7 grams of protein, 8 grams of carbs. They're pretty equivalent, but it has 1 less carbs.
this one just has, the only ingredient is peanuts. That's why I like this one.
This one has
This
a little
one's
more
good,
than
though.
peanuts. So a very good alternative to peanut butter, you know, cashew butter, honey almond butter, creamy almond butter.
Are you getting this?
Yeah, that's what you put it in. So it's all marinated in.
There's a heavy blue.
So this is what I normally get to season my chicken or steak. So Sydney's favorite is.
It's delicious. Montreal chicken.
I like to change it up sometimes. So I'm gonna get the bacon chipotle today.
Tuna Creations. This one tastes like Sloppy Joe's. And then I like to mix the hot buffalo with the sweet and spicy with rice. Yummy.
So this is my breakfast. I do about 1 packet of this in the morning, mixed with about 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. Sometimes I put a banana in there too. It's just to start my day. Carbs.
32 carbs.
And when I'm bulking, I'll have a packet and then put some extra in there. Best one is.
Did you get lost?
They don't have it.
Which one?
Oh, right here. Red velvet.
These are my favorite yogurts just because of the macros. Look at the macros. 80 calories for one of them. Only 7 sugar, 12 protein, 9 carb, no fat. Another one is Siggy's.
It's on sale.
These are usually expensive, but I mean they're about to expire, so they're on sale. These ones, 13 carbs, 11 sugar, and 15 protein, so still a pretty good choice. These are nice and thick.
So here's the final recap of our grocery haul. So Cindy got some tuna. This is like her snacks, or whenever she doesn't have any more protein on the go. She got turkey, chicken breast. I got chicken breast as well. Asparagus. There's more asparagus right here. Zucchini in the back. So we got our greens. Our seasonings is right here. Montreal chicken. Some bacon chipotle, black pepper. And Cindy got some gummies. This is the ranch for the salad, peanut butter, salad material, premium romaine salad. And we got broccoli slaw, and then we got sweet potatoes for the carbs. And here is the carbonation section. Well, there's Gatorade.
Low calorie drinks.
Yeah, basically low calorie drinks to fulfill the sweet tooth. Chicken for tonight. Yeah, that's about it. Up next is the food prep, or the meal prep, where I do my chicken, what I season it with, how I cut it, you know, all that type of good stuff. So pay attention soon. It's coming now. Meal prep right now, this is what we have. So Tupperware. So first thing, there's 2 chickens, right? 2 things of chicken. 1, 2. This is Sydney's. This one's mine. Here's the cutting board. This is the Tupperware for the chicken before we bring it outside the grill. And here's the seasoning we'll use: smokehouse maple and bacon chipotle. This one's almost out. That's why I have this one. Pure ground black pepper, really nice fine. And then there's also garlic powder. So the first thing you want to do is you want to wash your hands. Make sure you get some soap. Now you want to get a good knife. So the first thing I do is wash the chicken. Or just rinse it, not too hard. Rinse all of them.
And want to lose, sweet dear.
There's a bone. We found a bone, guys. If you find a bone, peel that shit off. Along with all that fat, put it in the sink, wash it later, rinse it again.
Line, a heavy truth, water or wine. Don't make me choose. I wanna feel the way that we did that summer night.
Once I finish washing all these, and I lay them on here. So the way I cut them is I butterfly them. Butterflying it is like this. So you see this thick, meaty area of the breast at the top. So I lay it this way because I'm right-handed. You see this fat? Just cut it off back in here. So lay it flat so that you see here. So get a better angle. Like come over here. All right. So you want to start the cut right here, right through. This is called the butterfly cut. You want to know why? I made a butterfly. And then you just cut it right through the middle. So I'm about halfway through butterflying all my chicken. So the reason why we butterfly them is so that it cooks more evenly and faster. So imagine you put this long, big ass piece on the grill, right? Or the oven, wherever you put it to cook. It'll be dry overall because it's gonna be cooking way too long on both sides. So when you butterfly it, there's less surface area to cook. See how thin it is? So you're saving yourself time, and the taste will be way better. If you're eating chicken like 3 or 4 times a day, you want to be eating good.
So after Fong butterflied them, makes them nice and thin, we're gonna season them. We're gonna use smokehouse maple, bacon chipotle, black pepper. I like garlic powder on mine, so I'll use this also on mine. We're keeping it minimal with the seasonings because we're also gonna put hot sauce on it to keep it nice and marinated in that, so we don't need as many seasonings. We'll get started with this. Sorted. Another pro tip is have one chicken hand and have one seasoning hand, so you can keep flipping and seasoning. So now that all the seasoning's on,
Yeah, it's right there in the cupboard.
so we just
So this is marinating it. Normally I would do this before I grill it, or at least 24 hours in advance.
the longer you let it sit, the better it tastes.
The more flavorful it is.
All right,
And that's the first batch.
first batch done.
Now we're gonna prep the asparagus, the greens. So since we're grilling today, I recommend putting it on a tin foil. The first thing you do is wash them, wash the dirt off. See, this is the stock I'm talking about. You do not want to be eating that.
So the key is break it until it just pops right off. That's where you know that it's right. I guess if that's the word they use for that.
Here,
Right. You just lay them out like so.
lay them out. Spray them with some oil, just so that it cooks better.
Seasonings stick better to it.
Yeah, and the seasoning will be better. What's our seasoning? The seasoning for the asparagus is Himalayan pink salt and some pepper
And garlic.
and garlic powder.
gasp.
Wrapping up now, getting it ready for the grill. Sticks. So here we are with the chicken. Let's sit for a little bit. Asparagus, more chicken, more asparagus. Let's head outside. Let it sit. You see all that smoke? Clear it up. Okay, see how it looks better now? First thing, put these up top. They're going to be sitting there the whole time the chicken's cooking. Right here. Now close it. I'm going to grab the chicken. Oh. We're starting with the first one. Use a fork. Put it on. Ooh, ooh. You hear that? You hear that? Oh! You hear that one?
To places I have never been. Blindly I am following. Break down these walls and come on in. I wanna feel the way that we did that summer.
I let this sit for like 8 minutes, 8 to 6 minutes aside. Because if you look at it, they're not that big, right? These pieces aren't big. So we're gonna check on them pretty frequently. Like 8 to 6 minutes aside, and then the rest you can judge. Depends on how well you like your chicken. I like to cook mine to about 90% and then take them out, let them sit for like a little longer. So it sits in there with the other chicken pieces, and it just keeps cooking, but not too dry.
Plus, if you're meal prepping, cooling these and then microwaving them again, so you'll be cooking them again at another time.
All right, take a look at it. So now, once we're done, we're gonna go wash this so we don't contaminate the chicken. We'll let it sit, come back out a little bit. I like to turn these to like a medium. I don't want my chicken too damn dry. So for those of you who like potatoes, this is how you cook them on the grill.
Dab them a little bit for some steam. And so if they cook all the way to the middle.
Yes, wrap them up. Let's look at it. Oh, you guys can smell this. This is amazing. I don't know where to put this. It's about 4 minutes in. You can tell by look at the outside of the chicken. This is a good time to flip them. You see how this one is still only cooked right here, but it's not fully cooked on the sides of here and here. So we'll let that sit a little longer. So I wouldn't really worry about the vegetables until like after you're done cooking all your chicken, because that's gonna take a little while longer. So look at it, it's still cooking. Look at this. I told you guys, still going. So that's one reason why I really recommend butterfly cutting them. You know, just make them to a butterfly. So with the top, put it right here. Don't fully close it though. Come out.
Little vent.
This will let it cook a little further. And I just let it sit for a little bit, and then. Look at this. Still cooking.
It is.
It's still cooking, guys.
Tell on the
Look, it's still pink. We're about 10, 12 minutes in. You see me flip it once. I waited about a little bit longer. All right, now look at it. You hear that sizzle? You see this one is still not cooking as much as I want it to. Now we gotta flip this. See, but look how dry this side looks now, right? Look at that. All right, don't look at it no more.
Don't leave it anymore.
Right now is when they're finishing up. So here's how I check if they're done. So come over here. Go with the fork. Press into it as hard as you can. Open them up. See that? That's pretty good actually. If you can't tell for sure, just cut all the way through. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. Sometimes they're harder to cut. Yeah. See, that's about perfect right there for me. The reason being is that I'm gonna let them cook a little longer in the Tupperware. And when you microwave them, they're gonna cook again. So And these are smaller pieces. You see how fast that took? That was like what, 10 to 12 minutes? Look at this. Yeah, this one is good. Ooh, look at that. I'm gonna eat this. Sampling time.
These guys.
Okay, here we go. This one looks crisp. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, look at that. Basically, you want to look at the center part. The reason why I'm cutting like this is I cut into the thickest part of the chicken, which is usually back here. Yeah, all the little ones are pretty much done, but I like to double check. You never know. Yeah. So I like my chicken kind of juicy. Some of you guys might like it dry, so leave it in there for a little longer. So. Oh, this one's not done yet, right there. See, that's how you could tell it looks kind of slimy right there, doesn't it? If it was fully done, I'd be able to go straight down.
Yeah, look at the inside.
See, I still have to cook all of that. That's the main
At the
reason
same
why we
time.
butterfly it. Yeah. Imagine how dry this side is going to get. So we'll leave that a little longer. Second time to collect. Ooh, look at these juices. See that? Ooh. So we just cooked about 2 of them. 2 thingies. What are they called?
2 batches?
Yeah. Taste test. Yeah, look at that. Ooh. So don't mind this part of the grill right now. It's from my parents. But you see how long it took to cook this and how dry this shit looks? And then we just finished both of these. And tip of the day for like meal prepping, butterfly your shit. And then the veggies are still cooking, so we're gonna give them a little more time. But you see how it's steaming? It's still kind of hard. You hear that? It's still kind of hard.
Softer, yeah.
It's up to you how you want your veggies out. I like mine a little softer. So this is just a recap of everything we did. So we finished the chicken. You can see there's juices at the bottom. Kind of see that. It's up to you to dump them out. I usually do, but it's up to you. It doesn't make a difference really. This is Sydney's. This is mine. The sweet potatoes. See how they turned out? See that? Oh, that's all you got to do if you want to grill them. And then here's our veggies, both of them. All just took about 20 minutes to prep. Cooking it was the longest part. That took around 40 minutes because there's other stuff on there. But overall, it takes like an hour out of your day. Now we're ready for like 2-3 days. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this, and let me know if you want me to like prep anything else. If you want to see me do it in the oven, air fryer, I have all that. But right now, I'm just keeping it real simple because it's super nice outside here. So that's it for now. Like I said, let me know what you guys think. If this helped you, give it a like, please. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe. All right, peace out, y'all.